All right, this morning we are looking at finishing the year strong. Okay, this training, if you want to build momentum in your business, okay, if you're a businessman, you're an entrepreneur, you want to become super successful in your business, then you must create the habit of always finishing strong. Okay, now I'm going to start with a question. I'm going to start this training this morning with a very simple question. Okay, now let's take it this way. If you're to start next year now, if you're to start next year, would you rather start next year by being stagnant or being still, standing still, remaining in one place, or by sitting down, or crawling, the process of crawling, okay, or by walking, or by jogging, or you want to be sprinting? Which one how would you want to start your year? Okay, let me have your comments in the chat room. How would you want to start the year? How would you want to start the year? Okay. It's just a minute. So I can see our comments. How would you want to start the year? Would you want to start the year by standing still, sitting down, crawling, walking, jogging, or sprinting? How would you want to start the year? I can't see our comments. I can't see our comments. Would you want to be standing? You want to be crawling, sitting down, sprinting, or walking, jogging, or sprinting? Which of them? I hope you can still hear me. Please, let's confirm that you can hear me. Okay, because I seem not to be seeing any comments in the chat room. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So, Ahmed Long said walking. Okay, sprinting strong. Gift has added her own strong. Okay. Cesar Gajere said sprinting. Okay, you want to start the year by standing still, by sitting down, by crawling, by walking, by jogging, or by sprinting. How would you want to start the year? You want to start the year by sprinting, right? If you're starting the year by sitting down or standing or crawling, what kind of year would you want to have? Amazing year, or one that is filled with so many obstacles and challenges? You need to get the year running. You need to be sprinting. Is that not true? Most of us want to be sprinting. Okay, beautiful. All right, let's take it a step further. If you want to end the year strong, if you want to start the year 2023 by sprinting, then you must end it strong. Together, we must end the year strong. Every task in life must always come to an end. Every goal, once it is achieved, that's the end of that goal. A new goal is set. Every race, if an athlete, it starts and has an ending. Okay? Every year starts from the month of January, it ends in December. On the 31st of December, 2022 will end. So it is important to always make it a habit. I said this at the very beginning. Always make it a habit. End the year strong. To finish strong. Okay? And many people always start very, very fast. Think about the time you started your business. You were excited. You were happy. Some of us, went into the activities. They dived into the activities immediately. They didn't wait for anybody to guide them or tell them what to do because they were ready. They were pushing. But very soon, you begin to realize that some people begin to drop along the way. I remember when I started off in the business, we were 25 of us that came in on the same day. All right. By the end of that year, I could count only 3 persons that were left, including myself. At the end of that year, I could remember vividly. All right. And then fast forward to today, I think I'm still the only person standing 3-4 years after the business. So people start, but not everybody will finish. Very few persons finish the year strong. All right. So you want to be among the few. One of the secrets to success is finishing. And it's not just about the way, it's not just about you finishing, it's about the way you finish. How strong do you finish? Okay? So finishing strong is not just a statement. Like I said, if you're an entrepreneur, you're a businessman, you need to finish the year strong. And this must become a habit, a culture. It becomes an attitude in you, in your business, in your career, in whatever you do. All right? Okay, so a ferocious concentration and fanatical execution is what you need to finish strong. You need to be aggressive. You need to concentrate. You need to execute all the activities. You must have that mindset if you want to finish the year very strong, okay? So it is not always how you start, it's about how you finish. Always ensure that you finish strong. Now, let's take a look at this. In 2023, a lot of people will either want to buy a product, they want a new product that will help them in one area or the other. Yes. They have made some New Year resolutions. They've made some decisions. They want to quit something. They want to stop something. All right? Or they want to make more money. Almost everybody will want to make more money, increase their income. We know the situation around the world. It's not just in Nigeria. I bet you let us know this. It's not just in Nigeria. There's high inflation. There's so much, there's so much inflation in our nation right now. And not just in our nation, it's all over the world. The world economy is going bad. I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but that is what it is. And desperate times require desperate measures. So in January, it's going to be a very good time to recruit and recruit and recruit. And the only way to get the year running, the only way to get, to start 2023 sprinting is by you preparing from now, November and December. November and December is a good time to start your journey of preparation. You don't wait until the year. If you watch football, there are 11 players and there are 22 players on the pitch. Each team 11 each, right? And then each team has a manager, has a coach, a manager, right? Now, the manager or the coach draw up the tactics to be used in the game, not in the pitch, not when the game has started. It draws up the tactics when? Before the game. In fact, days before the game, the coach must have studied the opponent, he must have watched clips of their previous games, and also know their strengths and area of weakness, and then comes up with selection of the kind of players in his own team that will match that team and create the results. All right. So it's important that you start your preparation from now. When is the best time to start the day? The previous day. You don't start Monday on Monday. You start Monday on Sunday evening. You don't start the week. You don't start the week on Sunday. You start the week before. A day before the new week is when you start. So you start the week when you have finished planning, when you have finished preparing for the week. You don't start the month without setting your income goal for the month, without setting your goals for the month. All right? You don't start the year, that's the biggest one, without you what? Preparing. So you can't start 2023 without preparing from today. So this training is to help you learn tips, habits you need to engage in, things you must start doing from today, not tomorrow. From today, you start engaging in these little activities, little steps that will help you to finish the year strong. Okay? Am I communicating? Now I'm going to make an illustration here with the Black Friday. Black Friday is, how many of us know what Black Fridays are? We know what Black Fridays are, right? Okay. Some of us who buy things on Jumia, you buy things on Alibaba, you buy things on Amazon. There's always a Black Friday. Is that not true? Not just on those platforms. Almost all businesses always engage in this Black Friday. It's a day they give discounts on their goods to increase sales, and there are different strategies. Okay, so let's look at the reasons why people buy on those Black Fridays. Okay, people want to buy whenever there is a free item attached to the item they're buying. Okay, so they say, buy this phone, iPhone 13 Pro Max, and then you get free iPods, you get free this and free that. What happens? So you begin to see people will begin to what? Or maybe there's a new phone that will be attached to that phone. Let's say another phone will be attached to the iPhone when you buy it. What happens? See, people tend to buy because they know they're also going to get something free. So they are buying based on what? Based on the value, not about the money. Now it's not because of the money, it's about the value they're getting. I am paying the money for an iPhone, but in return, I'm getting an extra iPod, or I'm getting an extra phone, or I'm getting something extra, something free. That if I were to pay for that, I will pay more than that amount of money. Let's say I'm spending 500,000 naira to buy my iPhone, and then I have to spend probably 100K to get that other new phone or the extra phone. And then on a Black Friday, I see online that if I can buy this iPhone 13 Pro Max, I'm going to get that extra phone of 100K. What do you think will happen? Most people buy based on the value. I'm looking at the value of the 500,000. The value is no longer the iPhone. The value is an additional phone attached to this initial one I'm buying. What do you think will happen? I will jump to buy that iPhone so that I can get that extra value. So what it means is that 49% of people who make purchases or buy online, they buy based on value, right? Now, the next category of people are people who buy because of what? The promotion and limited time. They give you some percentage discounts. They give some discounts, okay? All right, if an item is being sold, let's say the iPhone is being sold at 500,000 naira, and giving a discount of 50%, right? That means you're buying at 250,000 naira. Is that not true? So you're buying at a discounted price. And then they give you a period of time. Of course, it's just on the Black Friday. After the Black Friday, it goes back to the original price. What happens? You see a lot of people want to buy when there is discounts, when there's a promotion going on. Buy this, and then within this period, there's a promotion. We're running a promotion this period. And then if you do that, you're going to get amazing benefits. Is that not true? Okay, so 30% of people buy based on promotion and limited time offer. Now, the remaining percentage of people, about 50% or more, buy because you know when you're browsing and those things pop up, you go on your website, on the side of those platforms. It's easy to click on those items. You just click, it takes you directly to what you need. So there's not much stress. Is that not true? Or you see option of buying and then they will deliver to your house. Mostly for people who are in Lagos, Abuja, they say when you buy the item, it can be delivered to you, or you can pick up at the store at any of the locations where you want to pick up your item. So people also buy because they want to buy online, and they can have the option of paying when it is delivered. That's not true. So these are the various reasons why people buy on Black Fridays. Okay, now let's relate it to our business. The big mistake people do is that they focus. Look at this. Let's go back to what we said before. Look at this. More people buy when they know the value of what you're offering them. Few people buy because of the website, how beautiful it is. People don't really care about what you have to offer. What they're looking at is what value are you giving to me? So the big mistake people do is that they focus on pricing of their product, of their opportunity, the entry cost of the opportunity of your business. but they don't pay attention to the value the person who is coming in is going to get. If I sign up someone now, I'm excited. Hey, if I sign up somebody on Entryverse, I made 20,000 naira. Wow. I sign up somebody on Digiverse, I make 100K. Wow, I got 100K, 100K. I'm excited. I got 100K. Why? I am focusing on the price. I'm focusing on the pricing. Cost of entry. This guy was able to do the Digiverse. Now, I no longer now pay attention to the value. I don't pay attention to helping this person to get the result I promised him or her when he or she saw the business. I no longer now focus on helping this person to get a feedback from them through follow-up. I've not even found out from them if they have used the product they received or they got. Guess what happens? Over time, the excitement they got wears away. Why? I am focusing on the pricing, not on the value I am offering. Most of the reasons why you don't get people to key into your opportunity is because you are focusing on the price. You have not really looked at the value the business has to offer in those people's life. I was able to buy that phone because I know the value I'm getting when I buy the iPhone. I'm getting an extra phone. I know the value. What offer can you make in your business at the end of this year? How can you gift? One of the strategies we looked at last week on maximizing the holidays was a gifting strategy. How do I make offers that are irresistible, that my prospects can't see this and turn it down? No, they have no choice than to buy in. All right. So people focus, that's the mistake we do. We focus on the price, forgetting the value that the opportunity has to offer. Okay, we want to look at the transaction. How many sign-ups did I get? How many deals did I do? How many people did I sign up in this in today or today? How many people I sign up? How many people I sign up in this month? Okay, you're focusing on that, but you've not looked at the transformation your opportunity has in their life. Take note of this. When there is value and transformation, it transforms your business. Those people who got value and those people who were transformed by your opportunity, what happens to them? They tend to promote your business more. They promote it for a very long time, and that brings transformation in your business. But when you focus on just the pricing and the money you make, the transaction at that point, what happens is that you don't have a business. So now, this time of the year is the best time to start focusing on how you can create value using your opportunity. I'm communicating to someone this morning. All right. So let's look at the things that I must do to end 2022 strong, so that I can concentrate on adding value to my prospect. Okay. Adding value to my teammates, not just the prospect, even to your team. How do I add value to my team? Okay. So number one, you need to learn to manage your time effectively. Okay. And I want us to understand that you are never overwhelmed. Sometimes when I speak to some of us, they say, I have a lot on my head. I have a lot going on right now. Young man, young woman, you're not just overwhelmed. What is going on with you is that you are unorganized. You've not organized yourself. That's why you're overwhelmed. You feel overwhelmed. Okay? You don't have a lot going on. What you need to do is to sit down and draw up a schedule to manage your time effectively. Okay? You can start by waking up earlier. Start by waking up very early. Okay? Wake up earlier than other people who are still sleeping are doing. Okay? When you wake up earlier, it gives you opportunity to start the day right ahead of others. Okay? You plan your day before the day. You plan your day before the day. You should know the next thing to do after cell meeting. You should know the next thing to do after you've done prospecting. You know the next thing to do when you're done with the personal development. What's the next line of action? You plan your day, have your schedule. I'm not saying you should go and write a plenty to-do list, but I'm saying that you should have a plan for execution for that day. All right? Set deadlines. Set deadlines. Deadlines are very, very important in managing your time. If you must finish the year strong, you must set appropriate deadlines to your activities. You don't do activities endlessly. No, set deadlines, set targets for yourself. All right? And then work towards that deadline by sticking to your schedule, your activities, your daily method of operation. Stick to it. Stick to it. This is important in managing your time, okay? So number one key to finishing the year strong is that you must learn to manage and organize your time, okay? Number two is you must focus on one thing. Focus on one thing and create success with it. If you want results in your business, stay focused, okay? Go to the chat room. I want to see your comments in the chat room. Stay focused. I want to see that comment in the chat room. Stay focused. If you want a result of a lifetime, if you want to finish the year strong, you must stay focused on one thing. One thing. What is that goal you want to achieve? Just a realistic goal you want to achieve between now and the end of the year. Oh, I want to become an active partner before the end of the year. I want to become a Kingsman by the end of the year. I want to become an Amazon ambassador by the end of the year. I want to become a millionaire in my business before the end of the year. Set a goal. Focus on that one thing. Stay focused on it. You don't become successful by putting your hands in so many things. All right? For those of us who have a job, you have a job, you have a site, you have a job. Your job must become your moon while your business is your sun. Your job is your moon. Let me explain that. When your business is your dream, you want to build financial freedom through your business. That's why you became an entrepreneur. You want to build a legacy. You want to live the life that you truly desire, the life you truly deserve. Financial freedom, time freedom, and health freedom. It comes from you building your business, not by working on a salaried job, not by working on a paid job, right? Now, if you spend more time on your job, it's normal because you're being paid for it. But your focus, your attention, the activities you do will be, this job is just for me to make ends meet. Oh, my primary focus is on my business. How do I drive my business? So that allows you to create time for your business. When you create that time becomes sacred. It can be 3 hours in a day. It can be 2 hours in a day. It can be 1 hour in a day. But these are productive hours that you do things for yourself, not for your employer, sorry, not for the person who employed or your boss. It is for you now. Most people spend time 8 hours, 7 hours working on another man's job, and they find it difficult to create 2 hours to work for themselves. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that that's the irony of life. People pay attention on working on another person's job. So for this year to finish strong, you must understand that your focus is the gap between where you are right now and where you want to be by the end of the year, or how you want to start 2023. So focus on that one thing and create success, okay? 100% focus on one thing and get a win, instead of trying to do 5 things and then you give them 20% each, 20% on this, 20% on that. No. That is you dividing your energy, and you cannot really get anything success from that. Okay, you've heard of this language, jack of all trades and master of none. Okay, so you focus on successful people who are wealthy. They focus on one cause, create success with that cause, and then they can start thinking of diversifying. Some of us may have heard of this before. I learned this from one of the top richest men in the world, Warren Buffett. You focus on one thing. create success with it, and then you can now begin to think of what? Diversifying. All right. Okay. So number three, you need to gradually improve on yourself. Focus on your growth. Focus on your growth. Okay. Focus on your growth. Number one, take a step every day towards achieving your goals. Okay. All right. How do you do that? Start a culture. Well, that's one of the things we're going to be doing. But you need to, if it means you need to read every day, do it. You can start by reading just one page. When you read one page every day, you talk to one prospect every day. At least you do, let's say you want to work on your body. Go ahead to do at least do one workout every day. Maybe you do a little sit-up every day, or maybe you do some crunches every day. Just one thing, and then what you do is every day now focus on increasing it at least every day. Let me increase this thing by reading at least 2 pages. I read 3 pages today, and let me take it this further. Let me read 4 pages today. Let me read 5 pages today. You understand? I spoke to just one prospect. Wow. Can you imagine what will happen? Throughout this week, I was just talking to one prospect, and I talked to 7 prospects this week. How do I increase this number? I can have 14 prospects next week. Okay, let me just increase it by talking to extra 1 person every day, making it 2 every day. All right? How do I ensure that I talk to 3 prospects every day? So gradually begin to increase it and get better every day. By doing this, you are working on yourself and you are improving on yourself. Trust me, you will finish the year very, very strong, okay? Because it will allow you to develop positive habits that becomes part of your life, part of your being, part of your process, okay? Number 4, you must develop a problem-solving mindset. Now, this is key. If you are always, remember we talked about being an influencer. One of the things that makes you stand out as an influencer is that you must have that problem-solving mindset. You're a problem solver. You don't see problems as problems. You look for the positives. You don't focus on the negative things. You don't focus on the problem itself. Instead, you ask yourself questions like, what can I control? All right? What can I control in my business? What can I control in my finances? Yes, I'm not making the kind of money I want to be making now. How can I do better? Not about focusing on what the other person made, not by focusing on what this person made. No. You're missing the mark. It's about you becoming better. It's about focusing on the things you can control. All right? You don't focus on the problem, on the negative side of the problem. You focus on the things you can work on, the things you can control. Okay? Now, let me give us an example. I can't start focusing. Let's say one of the problems I'm having in my business is that when I invite and people, the number of persons I want to shop in my meetings, it doesn't work that way. Let's say I invited 30 persons and only 5 people came. I don't have control over the people who come for my meeting or those who don't come. Now, it would be unwise for me to start focusing on that. Rather, what I should focus on is, how can I increase this number? How do I increase this 5 to 10? How do I increase this 10 to 15 or 20? It means I need to talk to more persons. I don't have control over them coming, but I have control on the number of persons I can talk. Have you seen the difference? So you focus on the things you can control. You focus on becoming better, and you focus on improving on yourself. So you ask yourself questions. What can I control? What can I do better? How can I improve on this thing, on that thing? And how do I improve on other things around me? Okay, how do I improve on myself, and how do I improve on the things around me? So these are the questions you should ask yourself. So it puts you on the position of having a problem-solving mindset rather than trying to become what? Focus on the problem itself. Okay. Number 5 is you need to create a high-value network around you. The people you associate with. Remember, one of the pillars to success in our business is that you must have the right association. Who are the 5 people you are always with all the time? What's your environment? Does your environment support your growth and development? Because what happens is that we adapt to the environment we find ourselves in. Let me give us an illustration. For some of us who have had the story of an eagle, an egg, the egg of an eagle that fell in the nest of the hen. And over time, that egg hatched and the young eaglets came out. Now, because the eaglet was, living with the chicks, right? What happened? The eaglet never knew that she could grow one day to become an eagle, which is the king of all birds. All right. So she was mingling with them, whining with them. And what happened? She started thinking like the chickens. And one day she saw an eagle flying past. I was like, what's that? And the chickens told her, well, that's the king of the birds. Don't worry, you can never be like her. And that was how the eagle lived and died like a chicken. Why? The eaglet adapted to her environment, and she adopted the habit of chickens and never knew that she had the potentials to be really, live up to her potential of being an eagle. So what happens when you associate or you place yourself in an environment that doesn't support your growth? You begin to adopt the habits. And guess what? You begin to go down. They pull you down. Instead of you getting towards your goal, it begins to pull you down. One of the ways you know that you're in the wrong environment is that you start getting comfortable. When you start getting comfortable of your environment, watch it. It means that you are in the wrong environment. What do? Get yourself out of that environment. Become uncomfortable. When you have people who are more successful around you, you tend to behave like them. Okay? So check your association, check your environment. If they're not helping you to grow, change them immediately. Immediately. Change them. Okay? And then spend more time with people who will help you to grow, other than people who will not always see you. If you want to kill a dream, you want to kill your business, tell it to people who are low and shallow-minded people. All right? People who, they're not the ones that see the dreams and the vision. So tell it to them and it will die a natural death. Okay? So check your association. Between now and the end of the year, you must prune that your association. Okay? Check your network and start creating a high value network. Okay? Second to the last thing is to create a reading culture. Okay? I won't spend more time on this, but we know that books have high return on investment. Okay? So the knowledge you get from books is something that you cannot quantify. Is that not true? Okay, so make reading a daily habit and you will get a yearly return. That's the truth. Okay? Read at least 5 books in any profession. Okay, we said in our business, if you read 5 books, what happens? You become a professional in this business. It's 5 books. It's as simple as that. Make it a habit to read books every month, every day. Okay, every day, not just every month, every single day. Make sure you read. Make sure you read every day. Remember, we're talking about how to finish strong, how to finish the year strong. These are going to help you to finish the year strong. And last but not the least, even though this should have come first, but I intentionally kept it for the last. It is the last, but it is not the least. And that is what? Finding your purpose. Everything revolves around your purpose. What's your purpose in life? What's your goal in life? What's your vision for yourself? Do you have a clear goal? Do you have a laid down plan? Do you have direction? Or do you just do things the way you want to do them? The only way to live a fulfilled life is to walk in line with your identified purpose. This was why I said I'm going to do a training for us on Another area of you becoming an influencer. That's the part B of the influencer training I did for us last time. Okay, I'm going to share with us why you need to understand that you are a salt that favors the life of other people. There's something in you that God deposited in you that makes you stand out. That is your potential and what you to affect your life, your world positively. You're a light. A light shines and dispels darkness. If you're in this business, you must understand that there's a gift God has given to you. So you must have a clearly defined purpose. All right? Everything in life becomes easier once you find that purpose and you get clarity on it. Okay? So discover your essence in life and live your life in regards to that purpose. Now, this is the bonus. The bonus today is that you need to be at the January retreat. In fact, if you want all of these things I've just mentioned, at the retreat, you're going to get an opportunity to pay attention to the things that will help you start the year strong. At our coming retreat in January, see, if you're working, you have a job, start making plans towards it right now. Listen to me. Let me tell you this. Even if it means you have to take your annual leave inside of January, please do that. The retreat is a place to start the year. Once you're engaged in these activities, you're preparing for the year. And as you start by sprinting. Is that not true? You don't start the year by walking. You don't start by crawling. If you start the year by crawling, walking, jogging, hey, you will do yourself more harm than good. You need to hit the ground running. Is that not true? Hit the ground running. The airplane, when you want to take off, it doesn't start by pressing the pilot does not press the throttle by 50% or 80% or 90%, not even 99%. It is what? 100% for it to take off. So for you to take off the air, you need to be at the retreat in January. Okay? Why do you need to be at the retreat? It tells the story better than the upline will tell the story. It gives you social proof about the business. It takes you away from the day-to-day activities that you engross yourself in. All right? And then it helps you to develop leaders, because you will also become a leader, because leaders are born at events. Okay? It's fun and adventurous. You create a vision around your business. You begin to understand where we're going to in this business. All right? We said this before. You make an income of $1,000 every year for the persons you take to the retreat or you take to an event. So why should you miss this event? Why should you not be at the retreat in January? Start clearing your schedule. Start making your plans. The ticket for the retreat is 10,000 naira. Have you paid for the tickets? It starts by doing. Once you make that commitment, once you make that payment, you begin to find ways to ensure that you are at the retreat. Is that okay? So I'm going to leave us with this, and that is for us to do what top achievers do. Top earners in our business have one simple secret, and that secret is that they build relationship. So as you're working towards improving on your time, improving on yourself, creating a vision, finding your purpose, all of these things are very important. But I want you to also understand that as you relate with your prospect, as you relate with your downlines, as you relate with your crosslines, you must strive to build good relationships. Top earners in our business don't joke with building relationships. They collect friends wherever they go. Wherever they find themselves, they collect friends all the time. An intentional activity. Okay? You pay attention to what's happening in their life. How can my business help this person and bring it into my business? How can my opportunity help this person? How can my product help this person? Okay, these are the things you need to consider when you are running your business. Okay, so I believe that these tips I've given us is going to help you to finish the year strong. So the question is this: are you going to finish the year strong or not? you're going to finish the year strong? That's a question I want you to answer. And the activity I'm going to drop for us for today, for this week, is today is 14th of November. I want you to make a decision. If you've been taking notes, fine. If you have not, there are some areas you want to watch this again, you want to go over this training again. The link is there for you to go over it again. All right, be sent out to you so you can always go through it and then get those things again. Now take out time. I know you must have planned out for your week, you've planned out your day, but take out time before you go to bed today and make some adjustments using the training we've done this morning, and then use that as a springboard to help you towards building a strong opportunity, or creating activities that will help you to finish the year strong. So the activity is this: dedicate that for the remaining days of this year, that I must do these activities. For those of us who want to engage these activities and you want to be held accountable, send me a message, reach out to me, and then we can create something together and start working towards achieving that, so that by the end of this year, we can have, we would have achieved our goal and would finish the year strong. Okay, so this is where we stop training for today. I believe we've gotten value that will help to transform your life and that of the people that are dependent on you. Okay, so we'll call it a day here, and I'm going to find a way to also send out the training for us. How many of us know that we have a YouTube channel, Elite Millionaires Academy? How many of us know that we have a YouTube channel? How many of us know that? Okay, so I'm going to send out the link to the groups. Try and go through the training again if you have to. Subscribe to the channel so that whenever there is a training uploaded, you can always get notified about those trainings. Okay, so let's go crush our day. Let's go crush our activities, get the day running, and see that we finish the year strong. Okay, so we're going to take our affirmation now, and then we'll wrap up this section. Okay, we're going to take our affirmation. So let's have someone post the affirmation for us in the chat room, so that those of us who don't know our affirmation can, read along as we take the affirmation. And let's take our affirmation, and then we'll wrap up for today. We're already behind our time. We're already exceeded our normal time for the summit today. Okay, so let's welcome. God bless you too. All right, let's have the affirmation posted in the chat room. Affirmation, please. Affirmation in the chat room. Affirmation in the chat room. Let's have the affirmation posted. Please, let's post the affirmation. Oh, we don't have time again. This is 11 minutes past 9. Okay, beautiful. All right, so I'm going to lead us in taking the affirmation. Rahila, join me in the taking of the affirmation. Where is Gift? Okay. I hope your background is clear. All right, if your background is noisy, don't unmute yourself. All right, so let's take the affirmation together at the count of 2. 1, 2. Who am I? I am the leader every other leaders follow. Who am I? I am the best there is and the best there can ever be. Who am I? I am the pace-setter of pace-setters. Who am I? I have the heart of gold, a heart that cares for the success of other people. Who am I? I am selfless, always looking out for my teammates. Who am I? People that join my team become very successful in a short period of time. Who am I? I am disciplined and I follow through on my commitment. Who am I? I am a success
and I create success at will.
Who am I? Nobody and nothing can stop me from realizing my potentials in the connected economy. Who am I? I am a multi-millionaire. Who am I? I am a millionaire creator. Who am I? I am limitless. Who am I? I am a champion. Who am I? I have no excuses. Who am I? I am a 21st century CEO. And who am I? I am unstoppable great achiever. You are unstoppable. Have an amazing day and bye for now.
Amen. Thank you, sir.